Growing up in a household, Jill Duggar claims that IBLP values became more extreme due to reality TV cameras. Jill Duggar acknowledged that the presence of reality TV cameras in her family's popular TLC series, 19 Kids and Counting On, caused the Institute and Basic Life Principles to become more extreme during the Duggars' upbringing. In an interview with the podcast Sounds Like a Cult on Tuesday, December 5, Jill, 32, stated, "We did not grow up like watching ourselves on TV because we did not grow up with television in our home. But I can admit that, given that you have a platform and a name on the line, I believe that these guidelines and the lessons learned from the IBLP were given more weight." The author of Counting the Cost talked concerning defending the ministry platform and warning that failure to live what she was preaching would result in attacks. Jill went on, "The pressure was already there just from the group pressure we were in and the way we were raised. But when you combine that with a TV show, it becomes much more intense." Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar, the parents of the Duggar family, brought up their children in accordance with the non-denominational Christian organization's stringent guidelines about gender roles. "Cameras almost fed that control," said Jill's husband Rick Dillard, "because if anything changed on the show, it would have to be handled." The 34-year-old lawyer made a reference to the Duggar family's traditional clothing code, where Mitchell had executive choice that her daughters would only wear long dresses and skirts as they grew older. "The producers would prefer that you do so," the father of three added. "If a central theme is that everyone dresses a certain way and then someone shows up not wearing that outfit, that would put pressure on her father because you're upholding the idea that this is how we behave and we don't want to be asked to address it." In her memoir, Counting the Cost, published in September, Jill went into more detail regarding her family's ties to the contentious religious group. She offered her viewpoint on the Duggar family's notoriety, which was sparked by TLC programming, in the book and talked about at length of Jim Bob's 58 control over his kids. In an interview with People, the TLC celebrity reaffirmed her position on the Bill Gothard ministry, referring to it as a cult. Referring to Gothard's expulsion from the religious organization following allegations of sexual abuse and harassment, she stated in an interview that was published on September 12 that "I think that even if you remove the person in leadership, a lot of those same values and principles are still being taught, so it doesn't fix the problem. I believe that some people believe that Bill Gothard has been removed from the problem. Everything is improved by it. No, it alters the scene and perhaps includes a lovely storefront. But it doesn't alter the fundamental ideas that are still being held to and instructed in."